This is Lana with Lana Bellana Design for Spellbinders, and welcome to my channel. Today we're playing with this phenomenal wax seal stamp from Spellbinders. This is a brand new 3D wax seal stamp that just came out on the 10th and are available to order. Absolutely phenomenal. Now I'm gonna light up this candle here because we are going to need 3 different color wax in order to create this stamp. The red and green are already melted, and these colors are from Spellbinders. You can definitely get them on their website. I got mine in one of those monthly wax seal kits, but if you need more wax, please head over to Spellbinders and order it. Now look at this stamp. I absolutely love this wax seal stamp. It's called Forest Mushrooms. It's a 3D wax seal stamp and it's just beautiful. It's big and it has a lot of details, and this is what I created. Now if you're interested in how, I am going to show you. The background that I am going to create has this awesome BetterPress plate, and this is a letter C. Now I am going to use this letter C as an arch, and that is yet another way that you can use your stamps, your dice, or your plates like this. It doesn't have to be for what it's intended for. Now I'm using this double weight cotton card panels. These are 220-pound panels and are meant for BetterPress. I am going to use my BetterPress system here to just simply stamp this image. Before we head over to BetterPress, let's stamp the first layer of wax seal. I'm using red, and all I'm going to do is just simply stamp. Straightforward stamping, nothing too complicated here. And I'm just going to put this aside for my wax to cool down. And in the meantime, we are going to do some stamping with BetterPress. I simply position the plate on the platform here. This platform is magnetic and it's very, very strong. I want this to be right in the middle. As you can see, this platform is marked and it's very easy to line up. As you can see, this is so easy because both the plate and the platform match each other. Now I'm going to take that lid and get a removable adhesive. This is what I normally do when I am attaching my panels to this platform. I find it much better than using any tape because I often tear that paper, so this will have no damage on my paper. So simply attach it to the base, it won't go anywhere, and ink up the stamp. This ink is designed for BetterPress plates, and this ink is also good for watercoloring. So we're going to be watercoloring this a little bit later. It's just going to be very simple watercoloring. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Next, just put it through the die cutting machine. I am using Platinum 8 by Spellbinders, and here is my image. I made a little mistake there. There's some extra ink, but that is okay. Next, I'm just going to clean up this mess and we are going to continue on creating. And we're going back to wax seals again. So this is how this beautiful image stamped. Absolutely love it. And now we trim. Now, if you are not fond of fussy cutting, This might change your mind. I love cutting through wax seals. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so awesome. I guess it's that feeling that my blades just simply glide through that wax and it's very easy to cut. Yes, this is what you're gonna have to do in order to get the detailed wax seal stamp. You have to trim every single element on your stamp. Now, depends on how detailed you want it to be. That's how many elements you're going to have to cut. Once you cut that element, then you're going to press it a bit hard to make sure it's stuck to your stamp. Next, what I'm doing is pouring that green wax on my mat here. Now, depending on what you're using, your wax could be a different color. And before stamping, just make sure that those elements are stuck to your stamp. And let's take a look. Look how beautiful that's stamped. Just stunning. Next, what I am going to do is remove the stems here, and I'm going to trim around these leaves. Yes, again, repeating again and again, depending on how detailed your stamp you want it to look, that's how detailed you're going to be cutting. When working on this technique, please keep in mind that it's so much easier to handle one big piece like I have here than it is to have several smaller pieces. They will fall out, that is inevitable, so it's always easier to control one piece. As you can see, I am pushing this really hard into the stamp, and the image still falls out. So try this one more time, and if that doesn't work, you can heat up your stamp with the heat gun and repeat the process. Just make sure that your stamp is not too hot. Next, I am using the third color wax. In my case, this is white, and I am just simply going to stamp. I am going to move this wax seal to cool down, and in the meantime, I'm going to watercolor the panel that I stamped. Watercoloring is one of the easiest techniques when it comes to coloring. It's so forgiving. I have a little bit of this watercolor that dried from a while back, and what is so cool about watercolors is that you can just simply activate them with adding a little bit of color. I also mist my panel with a little bit of color, and now that water is going to help move the pigment all around my panel, and I don't really have to do much here. I'm just gonna add that pigment and let the color do its own thing. Once the background is done, I'm going to use these Arteza watercolor markers and just add pigment or add color to the leaves and the flowers. I'm not doing any color blending or doing anything. These are just so easy to work with. Simply add color to my images and my panel is done. Now, for all of you impatient people like me, you can always dry your panel with the heat gun if you don't want to wait for it to dry. And let's take a look at the stamp. Wow, this simply never disappoints. I love this technique. I love working with wax, and this is so satisfying. Now, there's only one thing left to do to this stamp, and that is to add little dots to these mushrooms here. I am using a gel pen, but you can try using permanent markers or try finding markers that are meant for wax seals. Some of these markers could rub off. It really is hit and miss. So don't be disappointed if this technique does not work. And that is it. I love this look here. I love that organic little edge on the wax seal. And all that I am going to do is attach this wax seal to the base. I am using Art Glitter Glue. I never had any issues with this glue, and I had the best results with it. That is it. Look at this details. Absolutely love it. And you can add a sentiment to this card or not. It's all up to you. I'm probably not going to do anything else to it, but just attach it to the card base. And that is it for today. First, I'm going to thank Spellbinders for sending me this phenomenal stamp to play with and to show you what is new with Spellbinders. And next, I want to thank you for being here, for supporting me and my channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And follow me on Instagram as well. I have my lives every Sunday at 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and I hope to see you all there. Thank you again, and see you soon. Bye-bye.